Oh, I gotta share this over to Facebook itself because this one kind of got my goat a little bit this morning.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, Facebook has a problem with people posting memes. Um, Heaven forbid, you know, someone should be critical of someone running for political office. You know, it's just kind of a stone cold fact that Kamala Harris can't offer up any real substantive policy. She just attacks Trump. That's kind of blatantly obvious. So I post this image where it's a bunch of people around a table. They're talking about suggestions on how to beat Trump, which is a political thing. Um, it says promise to do better, right? And the one in the middle says attack Trump. The one on the end says prove that you can run the country better. Well, duh, that's a pretty legitimate, criticism. But Facebook, oh no, they have an issue with it. So I'm calling Facebook on this one. I'm calling their bluff and I'm calling their BS. Go ahead, ban my Facebook account because, to be perfectly blunt, the one service that I do use through you, I can get through any other number of people, including doing it in person. So, I hate to burst your bubble, but your TDS is showing we're sick of your crap. And Mark Zuckerberg, uh, Mr. Oh, we try to be as neutral as possible. Yeah, no, you're not. You're really not. And you might be a private platform while you want to be, but the reality is that I could probably look up about a half a dozen of the same image about Donald Trump, and you don't have a single ban on a single one of them. That's called bias. It's called political bias. You don't get to sit there and claim that you're a free speech platform and then execute warnings, takedowns, and notices against people who exercise free speech. That's not how it works. So maybe consider Section 320 protections, definitions of the difference between an editorial and a platform for about 2 seconds, and realize that you have just made yourself an editorial, not a platform, by doing this. And it's also called election interference. I have every right to post this exact meme, and you guys should not interfere with me posting it. It's a legitimate criticism of her campaign staff because, by the way, if she could actually come out and prove that she's run the country better somehow because she's the vice president, that's what she should be running on. If you guys can't take a joke, that sounds like your problem, and it should not be made my account's problem or my problem. And that's just that friggin' simple. And if that's the case, well, I don't want anything to do with your platform, and I would encourage other people to shift off to things like X or any other platform out there that is not yours. So that's my response to that, because you've officially proven that you're not worthy of existing in a business circle because you're unstable and incapable of managing your own staff enough to basically handle a joke. And if that's the case, then, like I just said, you're not worthy of being on the internet, period. If you can't take criticism, that's your problem, not ours. And go ahead. You can outright ban me if you want. I'll just go on to a different platform with my 95 family members that are on here that are my friends because I get zero income from you. I am not beholden to you at all. I use you for the marketplace, but where I live, I have access to 6 other marketplaces that are all cross posted with your own. I can do marketplace other ways. I don't have to do it through you. You literally are just profiting off of me because of my network traffic, and that's it. That is it. So really, you losing me just means that I get to go off to my 95 friends and family members and tell them that you're garbage because you can't handle a joke. That's all that happens. And then those 95 people get to tell, 10 more people that they may know in person, and then word gets to spread. So, what's it gonna be? You gonna let me tell a joke? Or am I just going to be the one over here damaging your IP because you fucked up? Anyway, I hope this doesn't get too many people's goats as bad as it got mine because, people are stupid and can't mentally process the fact that there is such a thing as a legitimate criticism that is also a joke. And yes, this is a meme template. I've seen this template used about poor McDonald's corporate decisions as well. This is not a call for violence or anything like that. You people are just brain dead. Or you're having your meta AI run roughshod over an obvious meme template because you can't have, something that's not biased because you're a bunch of left-wing nuts. It's what you are. You're a bunch of left-wing nut jobs who have your AI programmed to literally scout out memes that you don't like. Well, guess what? Memes that you don't like are still gonna spread. That's why Twitter's doing so well. You guys need to either get with the times or get gone. Pick one. Do us all a favor and pick one. I think that's about going to do it. I'm not going to do an hour long on this. It doesn't warrant me going over 10 minutes, but I will say, Mark Zuckerberg, you showed up on a image with Donald Trump at one point, and you and him had gotten along pretty damn well, from what I saw. Instead of criticizing and going after people who want to criticize and go after a political campaign showing your obvious bias, maybe you should just say do what you want as long as it doesn't call for violence, which, by the way, this does not. So your AI is off base on this one. If it was AI, if it was a person, they need to be fired. Pick a thing. You either have to go look at the algorithm because, again, this is an obvious meme template that everyone uses on multiple social media sites. The guy getting thrown out the window is actually representative of the idea, which is usually a fairly common sense idea, being very violently thrown out a window. Because people don't have access to common sense in whatever circle this image is criticizing. Just because your AI or your staff does not like that I'm criticizing their favorite candidate should not entitle them to delete my post, period. Bar none. If you can't understand an online joke, again, that's not my problem or anyone else's problem but your own. But that's it. I'm going to leave it right there. You don't like what I have to say, ban me. Go ahead. I'll just use it for more YouTube content. It'll be part 2 to this one, and it'll probably be even shorter.